Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone across the world. How are you all feeling today? Well, I've had a fairly busy last few days recently because I finally managed to get my hands on the console beta of The Crew. Oh yeah, I got into the beta at long last. I can't tell you how excited I was to finally get my hands on it. And I've had a good amount of time just so I can get used to how it works and how it all plays, how it feels, how it looks, all the usual bits and pieces that you expect to find in a beta, I guess, for a game. And it will help me decide whether I should buy the final product or not. So, as I said, I've had a good few days since, in fact, Friday. So I actually started playing on Friday, played a bit yesterday, and today I admittedly played a shorter amount of time for that, but that's all the time I really had. So the question is, will I be buying The Crew when it releases this December? No, I won't be buying it. I'll give my reasons why in a moment, but first of all, I want to talk about the good bits of The Crew, for definite. The bits that really stood out for me when I was playing it and giving it a good test run. Firstly, the exploration. I mean, there is a colossal amount for you to do. I mean, the fact you've got pretty much the whole of the USA condensed down into one small map, that's an epic achievement. I mean, you've got all the major landmarks like the Statue of Liberty, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Grand Canyon, Monument Valley. It's all there. It's all there for you to actually finally explore. It's fantastic to see all this in a fairly condensed version of the map, as I said before. They've done an epic job of this, and the same could be said about the some of the detailing as well. So the detailing of those landmarks, as I mentioned, detailing of the cars as well. I thought they did a really good job with that one. I mean, the fact you've got so much customization options as well. You can go from like the Pro stock, which is like your base form of car, and you can go to street spec, dirt spec, raid spec, circuit spec. I think the other one's called perf or performance, which is short for performance, I guess. So you've got so many possibilities with what you can do with the cars and how you intend to use them. So if you do more drifting and off-roading, then a dirt spec would be more appropriate. Or if you're doing a lot of missions where it involves ramming other racers and taking them down, then a raid spec would be ideal. Or if you're doing extreme off-road, raid spec is ideal for that as well. But if you just want to stick to the road, then obviously street or race or perf spec cars, they're perfect. You've got that level of opportunity and customization to tune the car exactly how you want. It's brilliant on that front. But I suppose I better talk about the reasons why I won't be buying The Crew. First of all, while the cars are very well detailed, as are some of the landmarks, as in the most famous landmarks, the rest of the map, I'm not too sure, really. I mean, it looks good. I'm not saying it looks crap. It doesn't. It actually looks really, really good, I tell you. It's just that it's not quite the next gen level that we expect it to be. I mean, let's compare this graphically at least, not gameplay wise, but graphically at least, to say Drive Club. In Drive Club, they've pretty much went to town and rendered everything you see. Rocks, mountains, grass, trees, the road surface and the cars. Pretty much it's all there. Everything's there. But then again, I kind of expected a slight graphical downgrade, I suppose, if you're working with a map pretty much the size of the USA, again, even though condensed down to a significant smaller size. But I don't know, it doesn't have that next gen look that I'd expect. As I said, even Need for Speed Rivals, when that first launched, that had the next gen look. Same with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, that had the next gen look. even some of the remakes like Flower, they graphically had the PlayStation 4 or next gen feel about them. The Crew not so much, which is really disappointing for me. But the worst, most disappointing thing for me, and I know everyone's been talking about this even in the previous betas, the physics. Holy crap, they are terrible. Seriously, they are just, well, how can I put this? It's a very difficult game to get used to. If you really want to get used to it, then I suppose you can get used to it, and but it will take you a while. I mean, put it this way: when I try to, say, turn a corner at a slow speed, you make one slight little adjustment. I mean, not full lock, but a slight adjustment, and you go darting off into as if you're going around a hairpin turn. But when you go even up to, say, I don't know, 70 miles an hour, yep, I've actually tested this, up to 70 miles an hour, you want to try and keep it in a straight line, you have to make constant adjustments to the steering. And I don't mean little movements like that, I mean just full on lock, just so you can keep it going in a straight line. It's really, really difficult to get grips with this. But that's why I won't be picking up the Crew. It's the physics that really lost it for me. And also, I have noticed this, when you're going up a jump and you land, good luck trying to control it. You can't. Seriously, it's near impossible for me. And I've been playing racing games for nearly 20 years now, and my god, seriously, Ivory Tower, sort the physics out. And I really do mean that. You really need to still sort them out, even after this beta. So yeah, as I said before, that's why I won't be buying the Crew. I'll admit though, if I did see it in a shop, say like Game or CEX or even Curry's or even online, and it was say £20 or maybe less than that, I would think about it. But as a brand new next gen title, no, it's not for me. Personally, if you want an open world racer, get Forza Horizon 2. Seriously, that is your bag right there. You've got the customization, you've got the free roaming map, albeit it's only one particular area, south of Europe, which I love. It's much more refined, I find. Or if you want that more gorgeous graphical intensity, go for Drive Club. You've got that graphical intensity. So that's pretty much my sum up of the Crew beta. But if you really want to buy it, then by all means, I'm not going to stop you buying it. This is just my personal opinion, so don't let that change yours. And with that, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I've been Scary's Racer, and I've been talking about the Crew the Crew console beta. Thanks for watching.